Social media has become an integral part of most of our lives, and especially the lives of our customers. If they have a spare moment, they will automatically flip out their phones and open Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You know, the one all of us have heard of but never actually used. Equally omnipresent in our online lives is video, which has burst onto the digital scene in recent years and shows no signs of slowing down. Cisco says by 2022, video will make up 82% of all consumer internet traffic. A Facebook executive recently predicted by 2021, content on the platform will be all video and no text. Whether that turns out to be an exaggeration or not remains to be seen. But the fact that it's a real possibility should tell us something. And by the way, 2021 is only 3 months away. So if you want to keep your message visible and relevant online, you need to be embracing both these trends and quickly. In this week 1 video for Go4More, we're going to take a look at why social media and video are so important to your business. Speak to someone who's used social media to take productivity to the next level, and finish up with some practical advice you can implement going forward. But first, let's take a look at a few common objections I often hear when getting involved with social media for the first time. Objection 1. Why should I be on social media at all? The short answer is because that's where your customers are. But understanding what makes your brand, your message, and your offer likable online is the cornerstone to social success. It's well known that people will buy from or buy into a brand they like and trust. With regards to social media marketing, that's even more true. HubSpot research shows over 70% of people are more likely to buy from companies they already follow on social media. Consistently posting content your audience can identify with is key. So asking yourself, why am I on social media, should actually be going through your mind each time you log on to post about your brand. Objection number 2. Video is time consuming and difficult to plan for. This may be true if you're thinking of creating high-level productions with an external film company. But that kind of project should be reserved for special milestones. Your day-to-day video content should be quick, to the point, and shot using portable equipment, such as your camera phone. Use the social media plan in the supporting documents for ideas and to help roadmap your video content 2 weeks in advance. Objection number 3. I've got enough going on without collecting likes and followers. There is in fact a proven process to making social media work, and the agents and other businesses that understand this are reaping the rewards. Likes and followers are what create relationships, which create appointments. Remember, I said earlier, people are more likely to buy from you and buy into your brand if they continually like the videos you're posting. A strong and consistent social media presence using video will have a positive effect on your bottom line. Let's talk with somebody who's used video and social media very successfully to boost his productivity as a Remax agent, and now looks to replicate that success as a broker owner. Ron Landsman of Remax Supreme in Israel. Firstly, thank you for taking the time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear from the Instagram, I've been following it for a while, that you're always doing something. You're always on the way somewhere, or at least getting the hustle going. A lot of people that will be watching this for the resource, for the Go4More campaign, will be thinking, is social media right for me? Is my audience on there? And I just wanted to try and hear a few words from you, whether what you feel social media can bring to someone's brand. Is social media right for the...
Okay, so I think social media is, of course, right for all real estate agents. And it gave me like a huge advantage on other agents, because after I started using a lot of social media and using a lot of videos and Instagram and stories, and I post a lot. I post a lot almost every day, stories every day for sure. And what happened is that everybody started to know who is it Ron, like all the agents, all my sphere of influence, a lot of my clients, and they feel like they're very connected to me because they know what I'm doing in my personal life, and they know how I sound, how I look like, how I talk. So every time we get to meet together, they feel like they already know me. So it have like a huge impact.
Exactly, and it can. It's a great way to be able to build trust in an immediate way. Like you say,
Yeah.
you've already primed them for the type of service that you're going to provide. Does that help you filter out maybe some of the people that it helps you? Does it help you find the ones that you're going to work well with, and it naturally filters out that way? Do you think?
Yeah, of course, because for example, as an agent, I started to get um, a lot of requests from clients that started to like call me, hey Ron, I want to sell my house. Hey, I want to buy this and that. Hey, my sister want to sell a house. So I started to work only with people that want to work with me. So I got a lot of leads from social media, and most of my business today is built on the social media platforms, like
Yeah,
all the incoming leads.
I can imagine that. The principle of advertising in any way is to get to where people are, and there's 2 billion people on Facebook alone.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to go there and to go where the people are, and as well as the traditional advertising route. You mentioned that you got a lot of leads from social media, and it really affected the bottom line.
Yeah.
Can you give people a rough idea of how long that takes to happen? Obviously, with consistent posting, because people have this quick fix idea about social media.
Mm-hmm. It took me around 2 years before I started to see like incoming leads, and in Instagram as well, 2 years, and a lot of advertising, a lot of posts, and videos and photos and all the stuff. And after 2 years, I started to get more and more leads, and now I get leads on a daily basis from social media.
That is longer than most people might imagine is worth sticking with a certain way of getting leads.
Yeah.
Obviously, saw some value in social media in the interim and also to carry through on the long term. What did it feel like? Was there a point where you might have thought this isn't really going to work out, or were you always thinking of, okay, how can I make it better? What was the process in those 2 years?
Then I just saw, I'm a big fan of Tom Ferry, so he always talk about social media and video and videos and Instagram. So I told myself, okay, I will listen to him and I will stick as much as it takes. And I keep posting every time. And after I started using videos, a lot of leads started to call me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit frustrating at the beginning, but
yeah,
it was worth it.
You mentioned using video and being inspired by Tom Ferry, and that being the changing point. Do you feel that there was any reason that video might have worked better than some of the other content that you were posting before?
Yeah, of course, for a couple of reasons. Because when you go into Facebook, for example, or Instagram, when you just scroll down the homepage, and when there is a video, it starts to play immediately without you clicking like play. So it catches your eye more than just a photo. And I think people enjoy watching videos more than photos or just a text. And the Facebook algorithm and Instagram's algorithm pushing more the videos in the Facebook wall and in Instagram page everywhere.
I wonder if you could explain a bit more on how important the social media was in actually marketing the listings.
I started to thinking like what special things that I can do. So I started to do a lot of crazy listing videos, and I don't know if you saw some, but
Yeah.
they were very special. And the first video that I made, I didn't sell the listing. I just wanted to make a video there. This listing was super overpriced, but it bring me a lot of leads, a lot of sellers, a lot of clients. And I was like, okay, if it works so good, I'm going to do it on a regular basis.
Before we move on, any final thoughts on how, what you might say to agents that want to follow in the footsteps that you have with video and social media to replicate this productivity?
Okay, so first of all, I think that there is a lot of agents that say that social media is not for them. They not good in social media. They don't like how they look like on videos and stuff. Just try to ignore it. Nobody's good at the beginning in social media. I wasn't, and you just need to learn it. And if you want, you'll just stay like a dinosaur. You need to go on. So get used to social media. And my second advice is find for yourself like a second niche to show a different side of you, of personal life.
In terms of people being productive in their responses, what can they have in place to make sure that everybody gets a reply?
Okay, that's a great question. So I have right now a lot of text messages, a lot of comments, a lot of DMs, and I don't have time to reply all of them. I don't have enough time to do it. So all my Facebook is in control of my assistant. She's doing everything. She reply to everybody. She comment for everybody. It's not me. I just check it, once in a day to see that all the comments are okay. Sometimes I just edit the comment if I don't like what she posted, but most of the time she's okay because she know me already and the way I speak. So she reply to everybody. She reply all the comments. And in Instagram, I just try to do it once in a day and not every second. And I reply everybody. I do it only for 1 hour, not more, because there is a lot. And I reply all the questions as I can for 1 hour, and people like it and they appreciate it, and it works crazy. And you can post also a lot of stuff that you make a post, just post downstairs. If you liked it, tag a friend that need to see it. If you like it, share it with 2 friends. Tag a real estate agents that this post will help him. Okay, try to make all your posts more interesting and more engaging.
I just have to say, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I was very looking forward to chatting with you today, and it did not disappoint.
Great, happy to hear it.
Yeah. So I'm going to close off now. I wish you a great rest of your Friday into a good weekend.
Thank you, Will. You too.
Cheers, Ron.
Bye.
Now we're going to take a practical look at how you can fill out your social media profiles for a maximum impact for potential clients and existing customers. Why is a fully filled out social media profile a good thing to have? Well, beyond the obvious benefits of using all of your social media tools to the full, it's also the first point of call for new clients researching your services. A full profile will give your business credibility and therefore trust in you. Make sure you're updating your profile monthly and make this part of your monthly audit, which we'll discuss later in this video. For the purposes of this example, I want to use the Remax Europe Facebook page. As you can see here, we have a pretty nice looking and complete profile. This immediately generates trust and communicates the brand effectively to anybody who wants to know about the company. I'd like to take you through some of the features that we've used in order to communicate our brand effectively. Firstly, up here at the top, we have a very professional and eye-catching video promoting our new website. This is one of our main focus topics on our social channels at the minute. It's a good idea to change the content in your header area at least once every month to a new focus topic to keep things fresh. On the right-hand side, we have the official company location and our average user review score of 4.8. That's pretty good, so it's worth sharing. Below that, we have our story. If visitors click on here, they can learn more about our company, our history, and our recent successes as a network. It's important to make a good first impression with your photo content. So here in the gallery preview, I've selected 3 photos which I think best represents the Remax spirit. What I did when I was thinking about which photos to place here was, I looked at our Instagram account and picked the 3 photos which had the most engagement over all time. If you're an admin of your Facebook page, you can change the featured content in the photos section by clicking the down arrow, change featured photos. And here you can pick whichever photos you like, which you think best represent your brand. Video is becoming more and more important on Facebook and other social media channels, so it's important not to forget about that too. In the video gallery preview, unfortunately, as yet, there's no way to select the featured content that you want to be seen in this area. But what you can do is select the most popular content That way, your most engaged with video content will always appear first to any new and existing followers. Be sure to give your business page a name which represents your company and also an @ handle which is easy to remember, easy to type, and unique to your brand. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how to navigate people from your social media channels to your website URL and hopefully turn them into leads. It's important to include links to your website, not only in the right-hand column here, where you include all of your business information, but also here in the content itself. This is a blog article, so naturally this will redirect to the news section of our website. But as you can see here underneath, we've included a video. And in the text of the video is the remax.eu website URL. Again, underneath, we've included another video for our new ambassador program. And here we've linked to the ambassador URL where people can find out about all of our new ambassadors. Once again, below we have an image. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the text or what the image is about, but we've just included the remax.eu URL just in case somebody wants to learn more about the company. And once again, below that is another blog article, naturally redirecting to our news URL. Another great way of getting people from your social media channels, specifically your Facebook and Instagram pages, to your website is by setting up a Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger autoresponder. You can do that from your Facebook business page by going to your messages or inbox, and in the left-hand column, clicking on automated responses. You can have an away message, which can reply instantly by switching this on or off. You can set up frequently asked questions about your company or your page. You can respond to feedback with automated replies, communicate job offers, or communicate about appointments, which is especially useful for agents. As you can see here on the right-hand side, I've inserted a very simple and very generic responder message for any people visiting our Facebook page for the first time. You can also customize it with the first name, which Facebook will automatically pull from your visitor's profile. I've written, "Hi, thanks for getting in touch. Interested in learning more about my listings? Check out remax.eu. Obviously, you can put in any URL here that you like. You can also choose a time when this message will appear and on what platforms, such as Facebook Messenger and Instagram. Here you can edit your message and the website URL. This is a great way of getting people from your Facebook profiles and Instagram profiles to your website, contact forms, listings, anything you like, as quickly as possible and with the least amount of effort on the part of your potential lead. These are just two of the main ways in which you can get people from your social media channels to your website. Obviously, there are more, and you might have ones that work better for you than others. The best thing to do is just to experiment and see what's right for you. When we take a look at the Remax Europe Facebook page and the other Remax Europe channels, we can see that we're posting good content rather frequently. Every day on the Facebook channel and at least 3 times a week on our Instagram channel. So how do we achieve this? And how do we keep this high content standard? Well, as a best practice, we focus on 3 topics such as network success stories, network motivation, and company milestones. And if a potential piece of content doesn't tick at least one of those boxes, we don't include it. This helps keep consistency through our Facebook and Instagram pages, as well as making decisions on what content to include a lot easier. We like to try and plan our social media content by month, so we know exactly what we're going to be posting on what day at least a few weeks in advance before that month starts. For this, we use a social content plan. This is one which I created for Remax Europe, but there is also one included in the supporting materials for this focus week. Once you have your 3 main topics you would like your social media channels to focus on, it's a good idea to think about upcoming milestones and relevant dates as a jumping off point for your monthly social media content plan. Throughout August, we wanted to focus on network motivation, introducing our new ambassadors, blog posts, and recruitment. So you can see once every week we have a motivational quote, once every week we introduce a new ambassador, once a week we have a blog post, and once a week we have a supportive message from someone in our Remax network, as well as the new recruitment video we recently released. I like to keep track of what theme this post was about, such as community message, ambassador, or recruitment. A link to the content so I can come back to it later to keep an eye on it. What type of content it was, such as a video, image, or blog post, and some keywords so I can keep an overview of the type of things we're posting about. Also, it's a good idea to include some initials of who posted it and who gave it sign off, so you can come back to that person later to congratulate them on their great content. Speaking of great content, it's super important that you keep an eye on your insights so you know what's working well, what isn't, and making changes based on numbers. You always want to be checking how your content is performing. Look out for click-throughs to your website, reach on your post during certain times of the day, and engagement. Engagement is a so-called vanity metric by a lot of people, but it's important to gauge what people like and don't like. Here you can see, on average, people tend to drop off on our Facebook channels around 6 p.m. and pick back up again around 9 p.m. Below we can see posts that got the most amount of reach were to do with facts around our network and supporting our ambassadors, agents, and brokers. So we're going to post a lot more of that content in the future. It's also important to complete a monthly social media audit to see how your content has performed, what new features, if any, you can add to your profile, and to keep your featured content, such as headers and gallery previews like we looked at earlier, fresh and up to date. For more information on how to complete a monthly social media audit, please contact marketing@remax.eu and we'll be happy to help you. I hope you found this video useful. I want to thank our guest Ron Landsman once again for his fantastic insights, and I hope this practical demonstration of how to fill out and maximize your social media profiles will stand you in good stead in the future. Good luck and much success.